put on my riding gloves. It's $2 from Daiso. Fashionable, right? Today, going on my first food adventure outside of Seoul. So today, going to the city of Suwon. 36 minutes by express train. According to my friend Alina, it's the home of amazing beef and, well, that's all she said, amazing beef. Then as soon as I heard that, I was like, yeah, I'll go for amazing beef. Oh, and there's a fortress. Probably haunted? Probably haunted. Jobs Tears Tea. Is that why it's called a Jobs Tier Tea? You're crying because they took your money and it's not vending? Welcome to Suwon. It feels kind of cold when you get out of the train because the train seats are warm. They heat the train seats up. So now my bum is all nice and toasty, but now I kind of really feel the cold. Ooh, I really want to eat there, but we have restaurants planned. My friend Alina Jen sent me a bunch of food recommendations. Also, this is like a whole new city, but it took us like 30 something minutes to get to. You can't even go from Manhattan to Queens a lot of times, depending on where you are, in 30 minutes. But here we are, whole other city. Oh, I see it. Okay, there it is. Wow, I want to just go eat all around the street. Oh, look at this. It's like a spinning circle of shrimp. But we are here for this. Red Buddha jjigae with a heart.
They're really popular for this one as well.
Oh, what is this? This looks great. I'm so excited for this. This is so pretty. People should learn from this shop. It's just a Buddha jjigae, but they made it like just pretty, and people will come for pretty. That Buddha jjigae. It's so Korea. I mean, everywhere you go in Korea, it's just like everywhere, you know, like all this, you know, like eh. And now you get a Buddha jjigae with all this. It looks good though. It looks like a meat lover's Buddha jjigae. Meat around the outside, meat all over the middle, and then a heart. Heart is melted into the broth, so you should be able to taste the love everywhere. So much meat in here. While I'm waiting for the army stew to cook and boil and that hearts have melted in the center, a huge shout out to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video and continuing to support this channel. You guys hear me talk about Surfshark VPN a lot because I do feel like this is a service we all need, especially right now when we're all so connected to the internet. I'm sure you all experienced this. You're Googling a brand or a product or anything, and then ads for whatever you're Googling start popping up everywhere on your phone or your social media. Even sometimes when you're just talking about it out loud, it start popping up. That's digital creeping and it needs to stop. So what a VPN is a virtual private network. And what Surfshark VPN does is that it encrypts your personal data before it goes over the internet, so people you don't want having access to your personal information won't have access to it. It also has something called HackLock ID, so if anyone's trying to access something like your email, you're gonna get notified right away. Also, on the entertainment side, I've been using Surfshark VPN a lot to access my Crunchyroll account, my Hulu account, my HBO Max account, because I got anime needs. And what Surfshark VPN does is it kind of tricks these streaming services into thinking I'm actually back in the States, so I can actually have access to the accounts that, you know, I pay for. And if you wanna see what Netflix offers in terms of TV shows and movies in other countries, you can switch your location to a different country like Japan or the UK, and you can check out the video catalog in those countries. So if you want to give it a try, use my link down below. Use my promo code MIKEY. You'll get 83% off your order. Plus, you're gonna get 3 extra months for free. And if you don't like it for whatever reason within the first 30 days, get your money back. All right, you hear that? That's my army stew bubbling. This is the spiciest army stew I've ever had in my life, and it is delicious. You guys must be suffering right now. This is so good though. I went to the original Buddha jjigae. I think I like this place better. This broth is so concentrated and spicy, and it's just so meaty. This would be like the equivalent of a meat lover's pizza at Pizza Hut. There's ground meat, there is Spam. There's little sticks of Spam. Tons of sausages. The broth is so thick and delicious. Wow. I think at least for me, this is the best army stew I've had in South Korea. I love the flavor. Maybe it's just because it's really spicy. I love it. It's like flavor concentrated. I could eat one of these by myself. Add some ramen in here. And then this place also has these little clams. Look at this. This restaurant is a spice lover's paradise. Look at these little clams just covered in chilies and sesame. That's delicious. Spicy, slightly sweet, huge sesame flavor. You okay?
I'm okay.
Krista over there is not even able to tolerate that much spice, and she's soldiering on. Soldiering on for army stew. This is so perfect on a cold day. That is perfect. Every sip, I'm feeling the love from that piece of cheese. Ah, it's so good. I'll take the train for 30 minutes just to come here and eat this thing. I would. House on fire, my tongue's raw. But I feel good. Definitely need some ice cream after this. Yogurt gelato. Yogurt, anything in this country is amazing. This actually feels really good on my stomach. After something that spicy, kind of need something like this.
I really wanted to get it right.
Suwon has a huge fortress surrounding the city. This is the fortress here. You can see just kind of going around the city. This is the temporary palace. I think Peng Shou Tang basically means longevity palace. This whole thing was built a couple hundred years ago during the Joseon dynasty, and the emperor who built it is the 22nd emperor. He built this whole city because he was devoted to his parents and moved his father's grave over here. And this is the temporary palace. So this is where the city official used to conduct their official businesses. I didn't know any of this. I'm just kind of like paraphrasing all this stuff from what I'm reading right now. But I love historical sites like this. So really cool place to see, and it goes all the way up. I don't know if there's a way to get up there. It looks like there's like gazebos and temples up in the mountain too. Welcome to Suwon Chicken Street. So basically this whole street is just all restaurants, and most of them are serving chicken. Let's go find out what kind of chicken they're serving. All right, so there's fried chicken, spicy fried chicken, chicken feet, and chicken gizzards. Let's eat. Oh, this is a chicken finger. Mmm. Oh, it's so crispy. Oh. This is the crispiest chicken finger I've ever had. If you want to, you can just munch on the bones. I don't know why. Every single time I eat a chicken finger, I feel like it's giving me the finger. I feel like this thing, in terms of flavor, doesn't have all these herbs and spices and fancy stuff. It just fried really well. I mean, the outside is intensely crispy. Chicken gizzard, dip it in a little salt and pepper. So these, they don't really season it that much, but they give you the option of all these different sauces and seasoning. I love chicken gizzard. Love chicken gizzard. Mmm. Oh wow, that fried chicken has the lightest, crispiest skin of any fried chicken I think I've ever had in my life. You can dip it in a little honey mustard sauce if you want. It's not a loud, obnoxious crunch. It's a subtle, sweet crunch. You can taste the intimacy. All right, this is the traditional don't duck chicken. Oh, I love this. Again, every single bite of any of the pieces of chicken you have here, you're gonna be shocked at how light and crispy that skin is. Always. Even looking at this, I'm like, I know how crispy and thin and nice it is, but still when I take a bite, my mind's just like, oh my God, that is crispy. And this thing's slightly sweet, a little gingery, nice sesame flavor with a ton of umami. Probably my favorite one. I'm gonna dip it in some chili sauce. What I like about this also, it's sweet without being overly sweet. Whoa. That was a whole piece of white meat. Oh, that is so juicy. I'm gonna like this piece right here. I can feel it. If you get a chance, if you love fried chicken, you love Korean fried chicken, this is something really, really different. Come here and try this. Chicken Street. Worth crossing in order to come here. So there's a ton of markets around here. That's the Jidong market. I'm just gonna walk around, explore a little bit. Wow, there's a gorgeous looking cathedral over there too.
It's time for you to.
So beautiful. This is what I really like about the city. Wherever you look, you know, you can see a part of the fortress and you can see just historical architecture, structures everywhere in the middle of this bustling city. Wow, so you walk by all these places here and they are like massive food courts, like massive food courts. Wow. That is cool. This is all intestine. This is all cooking intestine here. This is Intestine Street. Here it is. So apparently one of the best things to eat in the city is a duck galbi. And I had this for the first time in Jeonju last time I was in South Korea. And this place, apparently it's pretty awesome. It's right by this mountain that has a bunch of amazing shrines and temples up there. Wish I had time to go, but eating is slightly more important. Okay, the duck galbi on the menu, its translation is grilled short rib patterns of king. I should say it with more importance. Grilled short rib patterns of king for $13. If you guys never had duck galbi, it's kind of like a Korean meat patty, like a Salisbury steak, if you will. It's covered in sesame and there's all sorts of great herbs and spices inside. And they grill it on this pan, usually table side or on your table. That is amazing. I've only had duck galbi in Jeonju where this thing is really popular, but good Lord, this is good. The flavor is reminiscent of a bulgogi. It's a little sweet and smoky, and you can taste that nice fatty flavor that's compressed into this patty. Definitely better to eat it with some veggies. Cut that richness a little bit, and a little tiny bit of acid makes this even better. Yeah, wrap in a little lettuce. Add a piece of garlic in there. If you never just put a raw piece of garlic in your mouth before, this is a great time to do it. It goes really well with anything that's fatty and meaty, like dumplings or a piece of duck galbi, so that you get a little crunchy texture change in there as well. Love it. Oh, this has been a good meat day. Started out with some sausage and spam, moved on to chicken, now it's a beef patty. One more to go. One last feast of galbi before I leave South Korea.
Oh, dude, we just like everything. So we have the yang.
Yeah, let's get that. That looks good. Let's do it. I feel like I can trust her. Suwon is known for galbi. It even says on their tour guide here, I trust it. The most delicious meal ever with Suwon rib. That's what I'm about to have. Wow, yeah, that was good. I've never seen a marinade include pieces of sesame on the outside before. I wish y'all can get a whiff of this. That's borderline addictive. I don't know whether I've bit into a piece of beef or someone put some beef broth in my mouth. This is magically tender and fatty. And it's so amazing because you can see the tender and bits of fat coursing through this piece of beef. Making it so amazingly tender. Perfectly grilled piece of rib. That's my favorite. Oh, intense smoky flavor from the charcoal. And the charcoal is so hot, it seals the outside right away, so all that nice juice is trapped until you put that thing in your mouth and crunch down on it with your teeth. I do kind of like the fact that they let you cook everything yourself. I kind of miss that. Like everywhere you go in South Korea, they cook the meat for you, which is very much appreciated. But I miss just being able to just like cook my barbecue, sit here without the staff hovering around you, because I like my fatty meats a lot more seared than what's typically recommended. So to just be able to sit here, cook some meat, eat my food, take it easy, just enjoy my last few days here. It's very nice. Alright, last pound of meat. I'm the only one left standing. Hang on a second. Let's stand up. Let's do this. You guys want to hear a cow joke? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
So I'm the cow.
No. You're supposed to say interrupting cow who?
Cow who?
No, you're supposed to say, you ever heard of a knock, knock joke? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupt.
Moo! You don't get it? It's interrupting cow.
I'm the cow.
And I interrupt. Like, no, I'm the cow. I'm the interrupting cow.
Oh.
You were talking, I interrupted you. Okay, it's not funny. You have to explain. All right, the more I eat, the more food drunk I get. So that's where that joke came from. Wrapped up. Great food day here in Suwon. I mean, I wish I had more opportunity to get out of Seoul. It's so nice to be in a different city, just exploring a completely different environment. And a great one last food day before I head out of this country. So much mixed emotions, but still one more full day left tomorrow. As always, guys, all the places I went to listed down below for you. Thank you all so much for watching. See you later.